Hi there. How are you doing? And welcome. My name is Ashley Susan Winjiku. I'm a security risk consultant and founder at Lakewood Solutions Company, and I'll be your host here. And I'm looking forward to the things that we are going to be discussing moving forward because they're going to be about security related insights and perspectives for continuous learning purposes. So if you're a security professional or someone who just have an authentic and keen interest on matters security, in organization, then this is a podcast channel that you're going to find helpful and beneficial to you. Now, to get started, I want us to unpack on the styles of security management that we have in organizations. Now, we do have two predominant styles of security management in organizations. One is the traditional security management, and two is the security risk management. Now, let's talk about the first one, the traditional security management. From the words traditional, I'm sure you're getting an idea of what that entails. It basically means the outdated or old school way of managing security in organizations. Now, what are the characteristics? What are the characteristics that are in this style of security management? One, it's very isolated. The manner at which security is conducted, it's very isolated. You know, the other word for siloed. Everything that's done that is security related within that organization is strictly under the security management department or the security function. Okay, other business functions are not involved, and the only stakeholders that are involved are personnel under the security department or maybe senior leadership because of decision making. Okay. The other characteristic is that it's very reactive in the way that it handles security, whereby the style doesn't appropriately prepare for uncertainties. So the way at which security incidences and threats are managed are from a reactive point of view as they come and as they happen. And also, the other characteristic is that it is very much result oriented, whereby when incidents happen and we take a reactive approach, we're looking at how we can solve it and close without necessarily looking into what started this, what are the reasons that started this, how can we mitigate against these things happening again. So it's very much end result oriented. And the other characteristics that's very common is it works around the baseline security measures. So we're talking of very basic security systems. Okay. The baseline, the systems that have been put in place without any consideration of potential threats. Okay. Now, what are the characteristics of the other style of management, which we are calling the security risk management style? Okay. Now, in security risk management, the predominant characteristics are one, this style is holistic. What that means is it aims to incorporate and include and integrate. It includes everybody in the organization, every stakeholder in the organization, anybody who is a risk owner, whereby any critical asset, anybody who works or associates with any critical asset within an organization, that's a risk owner and it's a stakeholder. And it also aims to integrate every business function within the organization. So it includes the line managers, the departmental managers, the supervisors, the junior, senior staff. It involves anybody. And sometimes it expands that to also include external stakeholders, people who are working out of the organization, who are also risk owners. So it's very collaborative and it's very integral because it aims to integrate everybody and every aspect that's critical in the organization. The other characteristic is that it is very proactive. It's not reactive like the traditional style. It's proactive, whereby as opposed to sitting and waiting what happens for us to run around and mitigate. It actually projects and prepares ahead for any potential threats that may target an organization. And when it establishes the likely threats and it establishes the potential critical assets that have potential to be attacked, then it identifies the most ideal mitigation measures. And it also allocates funds and resources to the threats that pose the most high level of impact, whereby the severity of threat is high. So it's very proactive in the sense that it entails a lot of appropriate planning and preparing, and decision makers are well advised on way forward. And it is also root cause oriented. So as opposed to us waiting for incidents to happen so that we can run around and solve them, we are actually anticipating. So we are digging deep to establish why these threats are happening, who are involved, what are the adversaries that are going to be, what are the potential adversaries that are going to be involved, what are the nature of the threats? Are they human? Are they technical? Are they natural? So it aims to expound and get to know much more about the threat in question. Right? And then the other characteristic is it actually aims to build onto the existing baseline measures. Okay, so it's looking at what's existing, it's establishing on the vulnerabilities within the existing security measures based on the target threats that have been established, and it aims to build onto those baseline systems. Okay, so those are two styles of how an organization can choose and opt to manage security within its organization. Okay, and they have two very different characteristics, and they have two different outcomes. Ultimately, the security risk management approach is the most ideal. And this is the approach that we are encouraging experts and professionals to adopt, and also organizations, because threats are dynamic in the sense that they change, they evolve, they disappear. So organizations need to align their protection systems and measures. They need to align those measures appropriately with the target threat so that they can be well prepared. They can be well prepared. So the security risk management approach is the go-to, and that is what we encourage. So at Liquid Solutions Company, that is what we advocate for. When we work with clients, we are actually encouraging them to optimize on good security risk management practices so that they can be prepared appropriately, so that they can enhance on their business continuity, they can build their resilience, okay? They can spend appropriately when they're looking into investing on security systems and security measures. You know, they can invest accordingly in systems that meet the return on investment threshold, systems that are effective and efficient for their organizations. So until next episode, now this is me saying goodbye, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Ciao for now. Bye.